some cautions to you. 2 गज की दूरी, mask है जरूरी. So always wear mask whenever you are venturing outside or in your home also. Right. So take care of yourself. Be safe and be careful. Be careful and safe. Okay. Now, the end of bipolarity system still going on with along with you, and I was here. The Soviet Union had become stagnant in administrative and political sense, and I was doing why did the Soviet Union disintegrate? Soviet Union disintegrate क्यों हुआ था? So here is your answer. One by one, we will discuss slow and steadily. Keep concentrating in your book and my voice. The Soviet Union had become stagnant in an administrative and political sense as well. Administrative में भी stagnant हो गया था और political sense में भी stagnant हो गया था because they cannot think beyond the communism. So now the people were fed up with the communism, right? They want that their voice should be listened, and fundamental rights were not there. Free your expression, your right of expression was not there in communist countries. So the Communist Party that had ruled the Soviet Union for over 70 years, 70 years they have ruled in Soviet Union, was not accountable to the people. Okay, what happens in democracy? What happens you have read in ninth that why democratic setup is one of the best setup in the world. Why democracy setup is the good one, was the best one rather, right? Because the government is accountable to the people. Whatever the government is doing, the people can ask that what are they doing for their benefit, right? For their betterment. What type of work they are doing? Are they doing? The people can ask the question to the government. It means government is accountable to the people. But if for the last 70 years, right, government was not accountable to the people. Where? In Soviet Union. That was one of the major cause of Soviet disintegration. यदि किसी जगह पर गवर्नमेंट अपने लोगों की देखभाल ना कर पाए and government is corrupt, government not administrating in a good manner, then what? And their party government policies are stagnant. Then what to do? They want some change. It means, okay, ordinary people were alienated by slow and stiffing administration. No say of the ordinary people. आम आदमी के बारे में कोई सोचता ही नहीं था, which I told you yesterday. I'm just recapturing what I have done yesterday so that it should be clear to you. Rampant corruption was there, which I told you. The inability of system is to correct mistakes. It had made the unwillingness to allow more openness than the government. And it's the second part. Second part is the second part. Why it disintegrated? Because Soviet Union denied openness in the government. They want that every decision should be under the curtain. एक एक कर्टन बिछा दी जाती थी उसके अंदर वो सब they used to take the decision. There was a wall between the people, common man, and the government, and common man were not allowed to speak against the government. And the centralization of authority in a vast land, worse still, the party bureaucrats gained more privileges than ordinary citizens. The people, the bureaucrat people, they were much more privileged. They were. You have read already the French Revolution. French Revolution आपने पढ़ा है. उसके अंदर क्या हुआ था? Privileged society. And why there was revolution? Because privileged society was much more beneficiaries than the common people. They don't have to pay the taxes. The common man have to pay the taxes. And they were enjoying on the common man's taxes. Where? In France. That's why there was French Revolution. And in Russia also, there was Tsar. Tsar was having the same criteria, same thinking, and there was a Russian Revolution in Tsar also. Then Lenin came up, and there was a Russian Revolution and communism came, communist parties there. Communist Party took over. People did not identify with the system and with the rulers, and the government increasingly lost popular backing. When Aam Aadmi is not with you, when Aam Aadmi is not with you, then what do? Your government lose its legitimacy. What do you mean by this? Legitimacy? वो अपना वर्चस्व खो देती है. कौन? जो whosoever the party is, they used to lose the control. They used to there's no control on them, and the people were apprehensive. Ki now what will happen? So there was a big question mark in between the people and the government. Gorbachev reforms promised to deal with these problems. Now, Gorbachev said openness should be there. People should have much more rights. Slow and steadily, they knew that what is the meaning of independence. So, Gorbachev के जो reforms थे, they promised to deal with these problems. Gorbachev promised to reform the economy, catch up with the West. I told you earlier, right? And economic catch up and lessen the administrative system. We may have wondered why the Soviet Union collapsed in spite of Gorbachev's accurate diagnosis, the problem, and his attempt to implement reform. Yeah, I have left you, so I will start from here. Now it was whatever I have done, it was a recapitulate whatever I've done with you. Now here's where the answers become more controversial. It means now you can ask the question that the diagnosis of Gorbachev was much accurate, very much accurate. He knows the nerves of the people. He knows that what is the solution, what are the solution of the problem. Then why there was still unrestness? Why there was disintegration after the knowing the problem also? Right. Now, the most basic answer seems to be when Gorbachev carried out this reform and loosened the system, he sent in motion forces and expectation the few could have predicted and become virtually impossible to control. Now, suddenly he made some decision. Decisions should be slow and steadily. One by one, there should be decision. But Gorbachev was, when he made some decision, it was a chaos in the society that everyone thought that now they have got the rights. There was a chaos in the society and became virtually, that particular chaos in the society was virtually, they were unable to control. They were unable to control. There were sections of Soviet Union, here it is, there were section here. There were sections of society which felt that Gorbachev should have moved. Gorbachev should have moved faster and were disappointed and impatient with this matter. उन्होंने कहा कि Gorbachev को थोड़ा जल्दी काम करना चाहिए था. कुछ सेक्शन तो ये कहते थे कि Gorbachev should have worked fast. Another section says Gorbachev should work slow and steadily, right? So that he can do whatever he wants to do. They did not benefit in the way and they had hope. Others, especially members of the Communist Party and those who were served by the system, took exactly the opposite, which I told you just now. एक party तो there was a difference, there was a division in between the party and in between the people. One section of the society, one section of the government, they think that Gorbachev, this president, he should work fast and he should able because he knows the nerve. He should do fast and control the situation. But situation was not under control. So he said that Gorbachev is responsible. When he knew that it could happen, he should take care of it. ओके, ये तो कह रही कि गौरव को जल्दी काम करना चाहिए था, जल्दी से पूरी सिचुएशन को कंट्रोल कर लेना चाहिए था, गौरव ने देरी कर दी. One part says like this, another part says absolutely opposite. What is that play party? Those who were served, they were thinking part. They were the opposite view. They felt that their power and the privileges were eroding, and Gorbachev was moving too quickly. कि Gorbachev बहुत जल्दी जल्दी काम कर रहे थे. Gorbachev is moving too quickly. Gorbachev जो है बहुत जल्दी काम कर रहे हैं. इतना फास्ट नहीं चलना चाहिए. One was saying उनको fast चलना चाहिए. One part of the society, one part of the government, they were saying that Gorbachev should work fast. Another part was saying that no, Gorbachev should move slow and steadily. Right? In this tug of war, इसे आप लोग रस्सी खेलते हो ना, कोई इधर खींचता है, कोई उधर खींचता है. So it's a tug of war कहते हैं. Tug of war, Gorbachev lost support on all sides. Gorbachev इधर से वो भी खुश नहीं थे, जो कह रहे थे देर हो गई है, वो भी खुश नहीं थे. The people who said it तो बहुत जल्दी हो गया. So they were not happy from Gorbachev's decisions. So on all sides and divided public opinion. Even those who were with him become disillusioned as they felt that he did not adequately defend his own politics. कुछ लोग ये कह रहे थे कि वो बिल्कुल नाकामयाब हो गए. He is not successful because he is unable to save his own policies. वो अपनी policies को ही save नहीं कर पाए, तो देश को policies को कैसे चलाएंगे? So there were a lot of critics. Earlier they were not critics because now they got the opportunity to speak. You just speak. They were not having the right to speak also. They cannot think these type of statement earlier in during the Lenin time or during the Stalin's time. ये तो पहली बार हुआ था कि वो बोल रहे थे. अब वो इतना बोल रहे थे कि some of them they were against Gorbachev, some of them they were pro Gorbachev, but they were against his diplomacy and they were having a tug of war. That is a reason, that is one of the reasons that Soviet Union disintegrated. Soviet Union के टुकड़े इसलिए हुए कि अब लोगों को पता चल गया कि पावर क्या होती है. The log now they know now that what is the meaning of independence, what is the power of expression, what is the meaning of some type of fundamental rights, what is the meaning of openness. Now they don't know the taste of it. Suddenly they got the taste, and there was the chaos in the society. This is the one of the major point of Soviet Union disintegration. Right. At this might All this might not have led to the collapse of Soviet Union, but for another development that surprised most observers and indeed made insiders, the rise of nationalism. यहाँ पर भी चलो ठीक था, but now देशभक्ति की भावना, nationalism शुरू हो चुकी थी. Now earlier it was Soviet Union. They cannot think separate country because separatism was not there. Now they were thinking about Russia. They were thinking about Latvia. They were thinking about Estonia. They were thinking about Belarus. So these were some countries which came up after the disintegration of Soviet Union. Now they were thinking in the terms of their countries. They were thinking in terms of their countries. Give me just 1 minute time. I will let you know if you have got the copy pencil. Then I will let you know about some countries of it. I told you there were 15 new countries. I think you have already written about it. The first is Armenia, then Azerbaijan, then Belarus, then Estonia, which I told you just now, then Georgia, then Kazakhstan, then Kyrgyzstan, then Latvia, then Lithuania, then Moldova, then Russia, then Kazakhstan, then Turkmenistan, then Ukraine, then Uzbekistan. Some countries, these are the some countries. So now the desire for sovereignty. Sovereignty means this is my own country. I am the part and parcel of the country. Now earlier it was USSR, complete Soviet Sangh, right? They cannot think about the individual countries as India is a country, Pakistan is a country, Bangladesh is a country. That was a part of India. Once upon a time, Burma was a part of our country, right? So now the rise of nationalism and the desire of sovereignty within various republics, including Russia and the Baltic republics, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, Ukraine, Georgia, and others proved to be final. Now, slow and steadily, these countries were thinking at the term of their own country. They want that we should be separate from the Soviet Sangh. Soviet Union. Union means Sangh. We should separate from Soviet Sangh. We should separate from Soviet Union. We should have our own individual countries, right? Latvia, Estonia, and other part, and Lithuania, Ukraine, like this. One view is that nationalist urges that feelings were very much at work throughout the history of Soviet Union, and that whether or not the reforms had occurred, there would have been internal struggle within the Soviet Union. Now, people were thinking about in the terms of their countries. There were internal disturbances in the countries. The Soviet Union, now some people were thinking about about the nationalism and their own country.
और भी है कि ये रहा
But this is what if of history, but surely it is not an unreasonable view given the size and diversity of Soviet Union, diversity of the Soviet Union and its growing internal problems. I told you just now, internal problems of there was immense internal problems. जब आप किसी suppose and now in Hindi I'm telling you, suppose you know there is no independence, there is no right of expression. आप बिल्कुल आजाद नहीं हो, आप बिल्कुल बोल नहीं सकते हो, आप गवर्नमेंट के अगेंस्ट जा नहीं सकते हो, आप कुछ सोच नहीं सकते हो. Suddenly, and you are in dark. आप बिल्कुल डार्क में हो, आप बिल्कुल अंधेरे में हो. सडनली आपके सामने राइट्स आ जाए, अधिकार आ जाए, बोलने की ताकत आ जाए, बोलने का अधिकार आ जाए. सडनली you were last 65 to 70 years you were in dark, absolutely dark night. Now suddenly you are in the light. It will take some time to be adjusted in the light also. Otherwise, it can have a lot of negative aspects on your personality. So suddenly they got all the type of rights, and there were a lot of chaos in the society because there were a lot of internal problems, and they were not able to tell their internal problems in the society because they don't have the right of expression. बात समझ में आ रही है ना? So that government reforms speeded up and increased nationalist dissatisfaction to the point that the government and rules could not control it. Slow and steadily, some people were nationalists. Many countries they were getting other countries they weren't getting independent. So nationalism is there. So they were nationalist people. They were not satisfied with it. Ironically, yeah. Ironically, during the Cold War, many thought that nationalist unrest would be strongest in the Central Asia republic, Central Asian Republic,
Take the
given
space
their
to
ethnic and religious differences with the rest of the Soviet Union and the economic and backwardness. However, as things turned out, nationalists' dissatisfaction with the Soviet Union was strongest in the more European and prosperous part in Russia and Baltic areas as well as Ukraine and Georgia.
हमने
Yeah.
आज तक के तो ले लिए। हाँ, आज तक के तो ले लिए।
Yeah,
नहीं,
बस
जो छोड़ के गए, आज तक का नोट कर लिया।
Yes, this is a part. Now,
हाँ,
dissatisfaction within the Soviet Union was strongest in more European and prosperous part in Russia, and
पापा देगा
As such, Russia was not very much poor part. Some part, like for example, it is said that
Raja.
Bihar is still poor.
बस
Punjab and Haryana is very
मैंने
no,
गाना
Jharkhand, still they have got lots of mineral resources.
केला
They are
वैसे नहीं खाया
getting
था
richness.
जरा सा
But
मेरे पास महंगा
Rajasthan
पड़ता है,
is
उसके
absolutely
ऊपर
on the
सारा
mediocre.
खा
So
के कहता
in
है,
India also,
Oh.
some states are very rich, some states are poor, some states are mediocre. Same happened in Russia, Soviet Union.
सारा खा के
Sorry.
एक चम्मच छोड़ा हुआ जरा सा आधा चम्मच
पेट भर गया।
पेट भर गया
So,
फिर नहीं लिया
Some
मैंने
Ukraine, Georgia, ordinary people have felt alienated from the Central Asian part of each other and concluded also that they were paying too high an economic price to keep the more backward regions with the Soviet Union. Now, the rich people, part of the people, another the point of dissatisfaction was that
या बैठ
that the rich part of the people want to be separate from the Soviet Union. They said we will not
चलो
share our own resources with the poor
यहाँ
people.
कैसे रखो चलो ऐसे करो
As people did
ऐसे
earlier
करो
over the last 65 to 70 years. हम अपनी को दूसरी कंट्री के साथ शेयर नहीं करेंगे जब तक हम satisfy नहीं होगा. So this is because earlier they have to share with it. Share with resources with other poor section of the society or poor section of the country, because Soviet Sangh was a group of nations that was united, Soviet Union, and that was a one party system, that is a communist party. So they don't have any right to say that we will not do it. They have to do it because the government says you will do it. They don't have any right. उनका अपना कोई right नहीं था कि वो अपने now suppose says Bihar, Jharkhand says that I will not use our resources with other part of the country, and there will be a problem. They cannot say like this because as the government of India is very very legible and rigid, also flexible also. We are helping Jharkhand and Jharkhand is also helping us.
उतार दिया आपने
It's a parallel to each other. But in Soviet Union, it was not like this. Right?
Hello?
So now, again, very important. Then there was then there was a disintegration. अब
बेटा
Soviet
फोन
संघ टूट
करके
गया.
पूछना पड़ेगा, मुझे
Right.
नहीं पूछना पड़ेगा, आप लोग
इमेजिन
पूछो।
कीजिए 70 साल तक एक कंट्री बनी रही और उस कंट्री के 15 न्यू कंट्रीज, 15
तेरी
न्यू
बात करनी पड़ेगी ना,
रिपब्लिक्स बन
मनप्रीत
गए.
की क्या बात
It
करना
came up as a 15 new countries.
अच्छा
It
कोई
came
नहीं,
up
मैं
as a
बात
15
बाद
new
में बात
countries. So
करते
it
हैं,
can
बता दो।
well imagine that how much big was the country. For example, again I'm giving some examples so that your my words are clear to you. For comparison is there. India was there. India partition. Pakistan is there. Partition after the partition of Pakistan, then Bangladesh is there. Two partitions. India from Pakistan, and from Pakistan it was Bangladesh. But in Soviet Union, we have 15 new countries, not one, 15 new countries, independent countries, republic countries. What do you mean by republic? Where head of the state is being also elected. Okay. Now go for the consequences of. Now I want to. Before going for the consequences of disintegration, I want to have a timeline with you. And timeline in Mikhail Gorbachev. I told you. Mikhail Gorbachev. Read this little bit bio sketch of Mikhail Gorbachev, born in 1931. Yeah, it is born in 1931, and the last leader of the Soviet Union. He was the last leader of Soviet Union. This is Mikhail Gorbachev. Somebody says Gorbachev, somebody says Gorbachev. Right, Gorbachev. Then introduced economic and political reform policies of perestroika. Perestroika. Perestroika means openness. It is here, perestroika. Yes, perestroika. Restructuring means again किसी चीज को दोबारा बनाना. And glasnost, that means openness. He introduced two reforms. One is perestroika, right? Another one was glasnost. Means openness. Openness. One is restructuring. Number one is restructuring. Number two is openness. Perestroika and glasnost. Stop the arms race. ये थर्ड पॉइंट क्या किया उसने? स्टॉप द आर्म रेस को बंद कर दिया. कहते बिकॉज हिज आर्म रेस वाज बेसिकली यूएसए वाज हिज ओपोनेंट. कहते आप कुछ भी कर लो, अब मैं आर्म रेस नहीं करूंगा. आई हैव टू डेवलप माय कंट्री. So arms race. He stopped arms race and withdrew the troops from Afghanistan. Some part is there, Afghanistan पे सोवियत यूनियन ने अटैक कर दिया था. अब अफगानिस्तान को कैप्चर करे. 7-8 साल, 7 to 8 years, Afghanistan was under the Soviet Union, and Soviet Union was a failure in Afghanistan, as America was failure in a country, right? So once America was also failure. America was failure where? In which country? Can you imagine it? Vietnam. America-Vietnam War. So America was failure in Vietnam. Soviet Sangh was failure in where? Afghanistan. Right? In Asian country. Right? And Eastern Europe helped in unification of Germany, ended the Cold War. Now, another part, one is glasnost, one is perestroika. Right? Two things. Then arms race was stopped. 3. And he withdraw from Soviet Union. 4. You got my point. First point was again restructuring, that is perestroika. Number 1. Number 2, that is restructuring. Number 2, glasnost, that's openness. दो formula हो गए. He started these two things. Number 3 said he withdraw from Afghanistan. I told you USSR invaded Afghanistan, and it was a failure. As Americans were failure in Vietnam, in Afghanistan, this Soviet Union was failure. 3rd. And 4th was unification of Germany. Means Germany was divided into 2 parts: Eastern Germany, Western Germany. Berlin Wall. Berlin Wall was collapsed, right? And Eastern Germany and Western Germany, they unified together. So we call it unification of Germany. एक United Germany. अब हम there is United Germany. So Soviet संघ का जो एक atmosphere था, communism, that was gone. खत्म हो चुका है वो, right? Then and ended the Cold War. 5th point, ended the Cold War. Cold War started in 1945 when America, after the Second World War, America dropped the atomic bomb. America came up as a superpower. The Second World War ended. Cold War started. Now in 1991, after the disintegration of Soviet Union, Cold War ended. Cold War ended. from 1945 to 1991. Fine, Cold War continued. And this all blame for the disintegration of Soviet Union. Right? Today I came to an end. And now I will give you the homework about this part, and tomorrow I will go for the timeline of disintegration. You read this homework, timeline of disintegration. Tomorrow is 29th of April 2021. We will start from there. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself and have a nice time. Do read whatever I have done with you. Thoroughly, I have introduced about the disintegration, why it was happened, everything. So do read. आप जरूर पढ़िएगा क्या आपके साथ, and we will discuss sometime. All right, when the classes will be open. Thank you. Have a nice time.
दीपक सर, हेलो